Oh, guys, today I was so unwell. I was in bed. Give God thanks. I'm going to come and read a scripture later on, but I just want to give a story time. I want to give a story time, guys, as I lie here and I remember my eyes. Anyway, I'm in my bed, guys. Excuse me. If I look a little bit rough, I'm not feeling well. Yes, last night I was in the A&E until late. I didn't go to my bed until after 4 this morning. And I went to my GP today and I came back and I'm in bed. But I want to share a story time with you guys. So this story is about my sister, boyfriend, and me. I'm going to share this story. And this story was happened about, wow, the story happened about over 30 years. Yeah, over 30 years, long over 30 years. About 35 years or so. This story happened, yes. And the reason why I'm bringing it up now, I remember, and I'm also shedding light on a lot of these things happen in our society and our family member choose to ignore or don't believe. So when I was smaller, as I said before in previous some of my videos when I share about my life growing up, I did not know my real father until I was about 7 years old because my mom was living with my stepfather, and I used to believe that my stepfather was my real biological father. And it's when I was much older I found out that my stepfather was not my real dad. Anyway, my stepfather used to beat me a lot. For the least little thing, he would beat me. So as I get older now, I started to rebel. I did not want to take any beating from my stepfather. So sometime I would run away. I would run to my father. Sometime I would run away with my friends. Sometime I would run away in my same surrounding community. Yes. So this particular time now, my stepfather wanted to beat me and I went to my sister's house to stay. Cause my sister was older than I was and she was living with her boyfriend at the time. So I run to stay with my sister that time because I did not want to take any beating from my stepfather. As I said, he used to beat me a lot and I get fed up of the beating after some time. And while I was staying with my sister and her boyfriend, my sister got a job in Kingston. So my sister was to go up to Kingston to do the interview or whatever it was. I think she was going there to start the job or I don't know, but she got a job in Kingston. And she went up to Kingston to start the job out. But she went on one day and she did not return until the following day. So this particular time now, because I'm running from beating, my sister leave me at our house with her boyfriend. And guys, I did not want to go back to my mom house with my stepfather because I knew if I went back there, I would really get the beating that I'm running from. So I decided to stay at my sister's house, even though she went to Kingston and it's only me and her boyfriend there at the house. But it was 2 bedroom. So my sister and her boyfriend have a room for themselves. And then there's another little room where I was staying into. I think that room is like if anybody come, they could stay in that room. So after my sister went up to Kingston on that particular night, the same night my sister went up to Kingston. I was in the room sleeping. Lo and behold, her boyfriend came into the room. Yes, wanted me to sleep with him, offering me money to sleep with him. Can you imagine? My sister boyfriend. My sister boyfriend came in the night telling me that I should have sex with him and he's gonna give me money. Oh, guys. That time I never slept with a man in all my life. I was never slept with anybody. Don't know nothing about those things. Even though I was a big girl at that time, but I was not exposed to those things as yet. Anyway, I started to cry in the night, and I started to make a lot of noise, shouting and making noise in the night. And he was begging me, saying, "Do man, give it to me now. Do." And he was begging me, "Please." And I was like, "What kind of situation is this? You're seeing my sister. Why do you think I am interested in you like that? And furthermore, I did not even have a boyfriend. I've never had a boyfriend. And even if I had a boyfriend, I would not want to be with my sister boyfriend. So after some time, I pulled the door and went outside, and he was there telling me to come back in the house. Come back in the house, come back in the house. And I said, "Me not going back in there with this man who trying it on me." So anyway, there was a gentleman live close by that have a granddaughter, and his granddaughter and me was about the same age group, and we were friends. So in the night, I went up there to their house, and I was telling him what had happened and telling the reason why I was down there. And he opened the door and let me in so I can sleep into the room with his granddaughter. And I sleep in the room with the granddaughter till the following day. So the following day, when my sister came back from Kingston now, and I met my sister, because I'm lay waiting my sister, to tell my sister what had happened to me in the night. Yes, so when my sister came back home now, and I went up the road to tell my sister what had happened, lo and behold, who was there waiting on my sister to make sure that I did not tell my sister what happened? Her boyfriend. But me still I tell my sister what happened. I didn't care that he was there. Because one thing for certain, I know I was not telling any lies on him. Yes. One thing for certain, I know I was talking the truth. So I went up there to meet my sister, because he went first, to meet her, because he don't want me to tell her exactly what had happened. So I went up there to see my sister now, to tell my sister how her boyfriend want me to sleep with him for money. Or he offering me money to sleep with him when I was staying at his house in the night. When I went there to tell my sister, the guy want to beat me. Want to beat me. Yes, professing his innocence. I'm telling him, lie on him. And I'm not talking the truth. That's what he was saying. That I was not talking the truth. I was telling lies. I want to mash up him and her and all sorts of foolishness. And do you know what? I tell my sister what had happened. But to me at the time, my sister did not believe what I was saying to her. I don't know if she believed or she just chose to stand by her man. I don't know. I did not want to break them up anyway. But I just wanted my sister to know that her man was not any good. And he wanted to beat me, so he's a gentleman now where I stay over his house in the night with his granddaughter. Had to come into it and part and say, you don't believe that I was telling a lie because I had to sleep over his house in the night, and so on and so on. And that caused a little bit of rift between me and my sister, because she didn't believe me. And I was like, I felt betrayed to know that I'm telling her what had happened to me, and she did not take me serious, or she did not defend me when her boyfriend wanted to come and fight me and all of that. So that kind of separated me and her for a little while. But I'm saying this to say that in Jamaica, where I grew up, there was a lot of pedophiles, a lot of men, older men who want to sleep with younger girl, and some of them even slept with younger girl. It's been a thing, yeah, from long time. Also, it's been a thing for mothers, for sisters, for family member. Choose not to believe when their daughter, their niece, or their nephew are, telling them what had happened to them when they have certain family. certain partner or family that abuse them. It's been a long time thing. Because when I was telling my sister, she did not believe me. And I know a lot of person experience this, where whether they in-laws or stepbrothers or brother try to sleep with them, or their father or their stepfather, and they try to tell their mother, or they want to tell their, or they tell their sister, and they choose not to believe. But I'm saying you need to believe. Investigate. Even if you don't fully believe 100, take time and investigate. And the reason why I'm saying this, because this thing happened to me with me and my sister. When I'm telling her that her boyfriend came in the room on me the night, want to sleep with me, she didn't believe me. She never believed me. And that has caused a rift between me and my sister. We still talk, but I never really see my sister in that light again. Knowing that I'm telling her something that her boyfriend tried to do to me, and she didn't listen. And I can imagine somebody another person experience the same thing when they try to share it with the person that they're supposed to can share it with, or the person that they trust. That person let them down and choose not to believe them. This thing is an ongoing problem, especially in Jamaica, where they don't have no proper infrastructure for that, where they don't have no proper support system for when person being violated, when person being taken for granted, person when people being abused. This is a big thing, because I know of a man who in my community who used to sleep with his own daughter, and he slept with his own daughter till he get the daughter pregnant, until his wife found out, and his wife moved out and leave him. But they didn't do anything about the daughter that was experiencing the abuse. You know, I know of another man in my community who violated a young little girl, and he had to run away from the community. So you used to have a lot of those men that used to violate these young children, young girl, and abuse them. You know, wreak havoc on their life. You know. So when you have someone who come and tell you that somebody tried to attempt to have sex with them, or try to RAP them, make sure that you listen. 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 It's very important to listen. As I stand here, as I stay here now, I remember, like I'm reminiscing, I'm looking at my childhood, I'm looking back over 35 years ago, and it's like yesterday. It's the other day when the guy died, and I was reminding my sister. So you remember when I tell her that he tried to sleep with me and offering me money, you didn't believe me. I wasn't telling no lie. I was not telling no lie. I was telling the truth from day one, and I'm still telling the truth. You know, a lot of child, young woman, young girl experience it. Their mother don't believe them. Their sister don't believe. Their father don't believe them. They choose to believe the person who was the aggressor. We have to listen. Listen to our young children when they're telling us something. Investigate for yourself. Don't take side with the aggressor, because you want to give them more strength to abuse your children more, or your niece or your nephew or your sister or whoever it is. Listen. So that's what I want to talk about in this live. So guys, I was so unwell. Yes, I had pain in my chest, real sore pain, When I swallow, it was so painful. So I have to go to my GP and to get some medication today. I feel a little bit better, but still can't swallow properly as yet, you know. But I'm okay. Dakota, good night. Hi, Dakota. Welcome to the live. How are you tonight? Still feeling a little pain in my chest. Even when I swallow my saliva, it's so painful. Yes, guys. So that's what I want to say to you. When your daughter, your nieces, or whoever tell you something, if you want to know the full truth, investigate, but don't dismiss it. Do not dismiss it, because it's very important for you to follow through and to show that person that you support them. Hey, Gideon, good evening. Welcome. Hello. Welcome to the live. Listen to them. It's very important for you to give them that support, to let them know that, somebody really care to listen. I'm doing better tonight. Thank you. I was not feeling well over the last 2 to 3 days, but I went to the doctor today and I've got some medicine to take. Still having a little sore when I swallow even my saliva, but it's getting better. Yeah. So what I'm saying, when somebody try to you know, abuse their position with, whether your daughter, your nieces, or whoever it is, and they tell you that the person tried to abuse them, listen, investigate. Don't tell them that they're not telling the truth. Thank you. Thank you so much. Do not tell them that they're not telling you the truth, because you know what? When you do that, you shut that person down, and that abuser have more authority and more strength to keep on abusing that person. You know how much young woman live with assault and abuse for many years because they find out that they could not tell their parents, they could not talk to no one, and some of them ended up taking their life because they found that they could not find anyone to talk to. They could not find anyone to trust or anyone that believe in them. A lot of young girls they see cutting themselves now, cutting up themselves, yeah, self-harming, they call it over here. Let me tell you something, enough time of those things that happen to them, the person them that they trust or you trust to leave them with, they are the same person abusing them or taking disadvantage of them. So I'm saying this out there. It's something that happened over 35 years ago to me. But I was not one that would be quiet about it. I talk. Even though my sister did not believe me at the time, but I glad that I did talk. Not keep no dirty secret for no man or nobody when they try to eat on me. Can you imagine? My sister boyfriend saying what he want family, he want the sister and he want me. Can you imagine writing me out of all that? Yeah, listen, because guess what? You know, 90% of the time they are telling you the truth. I'm telling you. 90%. They're telling you the truth. The other 10% is if the person wicked and want to tell lie and the person. I hate the person, I want to revenge the person. But 90% of the time, when they come and tell you that somebody RAP them, or somebody try to do that, or somebody did that, they're telling the truth. Alright? That's what I'm saying, guys. Anyway, I'm gonna come on later on and read a scripture, because I haven't done it today. But listen, pay attention, listen. And don't trust any man around your daughter, whether man or woman around your daughter or your son. Pay attention, no matter how you're in love. Pay attention, even if it's their father. Pay attention, cause some of these men they are pervert. I'm telling you, women are pervert too. All right, guys. So just pay attention. I'm not here to insult anybody. I'm just talking the facts. I've I've experienced people trying it on me when I was smaller, but I was not one of those little quiet one to roll over for them to have a field day. So that's what I want to talk about tonight. Be encouraged. God bless you, love and blessing. Until next time. Bye bye.